Storm.
Welcome back to P-Storm, where we're about to begin the final trial of Danganronpa. You know, I'm pretty hungry, but I'm just like, hey, we gotta finish it. We gotta finish this episode. We gotta finish this game tonight, man. I've already taken like 3 water breaks. I finally took that pee break that I've been yearning for the past 2 episodes. Yeah, ate a little bit of jerky before this episode, but. It's like, we gotta do it. We gotta go in. We gotta finish this. We gotta finish this shit here and now. I guess I'm the first one this time. You're early, Makoto. Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet? Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya? They arrived one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
I'm late!
Strong silent master is wonderful. So cool. So hot. My loins are ablaze.
Now listen, everything will be fine if you just leave it to me. With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil.
But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys.
If it was Master wants, it could be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Achoo!
Where am I?
Someone needs to bring a duster in here. Like right now. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see. Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trial's gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than to hope.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already.
Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared.
Whatever. This'll be over in no time.
With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other. But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so. Well, you can tell us all about it soon, Mr. Mastermind. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready. Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. 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 Deeper still. Darker yet darker. The darkness keeps growing. Deeper and deeper it fell. Is this poetry doing anything for you? I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later. I felt the gentle vibration of the door come to an end. It was probably seconds, though. If it was centuries, we'd all be dead. I opened my eyes. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right there in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin!
Okay. Well, we haven't had a chance to gain any new skills, so yeah, let's just get right into it. All rise, motherfuckers.
Since this'll be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule, so listen up. You can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school. You guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? You feeling okay?
Is their mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already knew the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. We're gonna have another, Let's see, which button was it? Oh, it was Q. We're gonna have another situation like the last trial where you gotta prove something totally stupid isn't true. Okay, so we're two statements from the end of that. Okay, so the last statement has to be the one with the weak point. Okay. How can the three of us... What did that say? All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. Okay, how can the three of us each have that kind of evidence? So I guess I have to present the photo. There's no doubt this is a trap Monokuma's set. He set it up so we would suspect each other. And I have something that proves it. Okay, places to check, Headmaster's e-handbook, group photo. Let's go, let's go, 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 go. Woo! I wanted to shoot both of those white noise lines, but I couldn't. It's not just you three. I have evidence too. What? You too? The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right, because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
like how Chihiro even has the girls' bloomers. It's like yeah, the boys' bloomers have longer legs, but yeah, Chihiro's just wearing the fucking, yeah. the bare thigh, the bare thigh variant.
Figured as much. In which case, Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence. They all got Krispy Kreme without him. I can see why he'd suspect all of them.
This one too. It's just like I thought. So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us think everyone else is working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude. What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is... Monokuma?
Oh, well, you see, while you guys were having so much fun frolicking together, I was out catching salmon for the winter. That's all there is to it.
Ignoring what he actually said, how is Monokuma not being in the pictures a trap? He's not a student here, so it'd actually be weird if he was in the pictures, right?
You're right. I guess that's not I meant? What? I'm having a stroke.
Okay, I guess it's the person who got the pictures.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. In the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Sakura just fucking Shoryuken'd Hifumi. In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than Monokuma trying to confuse us. Something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me? Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture?
Upon further inspection, Sakura is also Shoryukening a fish. It's a pretty big fish.
Hina's picture?
And Sakura's behind everyone else somehow. Thought her strong legs would have her way ahead of the competition.
Hero's picture? And mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something...
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh, trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about it.
On top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms. So you think they're fake? No, I assure you they're quite real. What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be fake. I'm sure of it.
But, you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either, but is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason, some terrible reason, unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason.
Amnesia. Yep. Yep. Okay, give me an M. Okay, now I gotta find the E.
E.
Okay, S. Yes. Alright. A. A.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story? Hero, up until now, you have believed literally everything you have heard. This is the time you choose to be skeptical?
Yeah, we all lost our memories. That's just crazy.
You too, Hina? Man, y'all picked an excellent time to suddenly start using your heads.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, that's the absolute truth. They have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. There's another way to prove it besides those pictures.
Ah, the interview DVD. Just gotta wait for a weak point. Haha!
Those photos aren't the only thing that points to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of us. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie. I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality. How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here. To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now. Something else? You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down one at a time and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in the school.
What kind of question is that? And how did we answer? We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes, I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all. It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I'd want to live here forever, that's just insane. How can I believe that? Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us. Then, we really...
Yep. You all totally lost your memory at the same time. This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured out that part too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we'd all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memory? Hang on.
Sorry, there was a piece of jerky stuck in my teeth.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now, come. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive? You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us all to kill each other? That has to do something with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we can do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Nope. Thought it was going to make me pick someone, but, you know, it's kind of obvious. Monokuma did it. Okay, Monokuma control room, Mukuro's... Fuck, what were the... Mukuro's profile. Headmaster's handbook.
それだけは間違いない。だけどよ、そもそも黒幕本当にこの学園の中にいんのか？当たり前じゃん。黒幕はこの学園にいるはずだって。なぜそう思う？どうして適当よ。だって黒幕はきっと別の場所にいるはずよ。
Yep. The mastermind is in this very school.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt the mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student. But how'd they manage to survive all this? So we're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
Sure. Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Sure. Because it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed. Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Ah, nuts. You got me.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro. That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery. Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder? He's right. What more is there to talk about? If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was. Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head. No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been
The other wounds.
all the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now, hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What? What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her appear to be however many days old. That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here. Huh? How do you know that? Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means you know. You're wrong. She denied me. Before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place?
Alright, I already know what truth bullet I need to use. It's Mukuro's profile. Yeah. No. Nuh-uh, bitch.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle as a member of Fenrir, after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't suffered a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered those wounds after coming to this school, in which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about that little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing that same mask, naturally I assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient here. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption was that I attacked Makoto was just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No. There's no way Mukuro was the one who attacked me, even if I didn't see their face.
Yeah, there's no tattoo on their hand.
Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious.
Okay, the tattoo. That's the truth bullet I need to use right now. Oh, but looks like I'll have to flashback it. The hips.
Her most noticeable feature, the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. That tattoo has a certain easy to spot. That tattoo was in a certain easy to spot area.
Man, this trial has been piss easy so far. Alright, let's try that again. God damn it! Okay, this time I know there are 2 white noise lines to shoot. Whew.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir, in other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. There was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. That still doesn't prove it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night. Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Okay, sure, it couldn't have been any of you, but... What about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything.
Hands! Oh, damn.
Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands.
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars. I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. When she put her gloves back on.
Damn, it's like fucking Dark Souls undead skin right there. My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all, I'm positive.
And this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure. As long as it means pushing me further into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning. On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that. You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after your little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing. And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she? If she was, she would have totally decomposed, just like your brain. Then she was being stored somewhere? But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere,
It's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
yeah, the biolab, obviously.
Mukuro's body was probably being kept and hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body and keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof. The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden.
Yeah, the tarp.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab. Holy cow. How'd you notice that tiny little thing? Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers and put the coat on it afterwards. Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in the tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it? Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind? You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency, one so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab?
There were only 9 bodies in there.
Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you, la la la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I had to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab, could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister? What do you think's happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that.
Calm down, Makoto. He just wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up.
Oh shit. Getting into a bullet time battle against the man himself.
Oh, whoops. Huh. Shit. That was the wrong one. There we go. Okay, gotcha this time. Whew.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
Gah! What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab acts as a morgue. And as part of that, the giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on. In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in the slot.
But I counted up the numbers of the blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make any sense. The number of lights that there should be on is 10 lights. 10 of lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? It's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. The key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was 8th. Sakura was 9th. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it. The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of the evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they should have destroyed Mukuro's body since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared. But if that's true, then why doesn't the body why doesn't the body count match? Including Monokuma's executions. There have apparently been 10 deaths, but there are only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? There weren't actually 10 murders, but 9. That's why there are 9 bodies.
It didn't play the got it animation, so I'm guessing that's wrong. That's patently untrue. Counting Monokuma's executions, there have indeed been 10 murders. I think we can all agree on that.
Actually, you're completely right, so...
I guess the same person was killed twice?
What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but only one of the victims may have been murdered. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and then murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess, but still, something like that
could easily have happened. No, it is what happened. Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
I'd love to, but we've been recording for like 45 minutes now, so see you next episode, I guess.